And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars. And upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
It's so painful because this is the first time that super typhoon is in the Philippines. So it's so scary, and thanks to my daddy because he know how to swim, and then me, I do not know how to swim. So I was so blessed because I'm still alive.
Quarter past the hour and a Fox News alert. Right now, emergency crews are racing to reach the areas hardest hit by Typhoon Haiyan. What are the conditions there like on the ground right now? Joining us on the phone from the Philippines is Gwendolyn Kang, Secretary General of the Philippine Red Cross. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you also.
Well, tell us what emergency crews are doing right now and what conditions are like. When we hear a number that there are potentially 10,000 people dead, I mean, is the devastation just as far as you can see?
For Red Cross, we cannot confirm the estimation of 10,000. But what our people told us, at least there are about 1,000 people who died in this typhoon in Leyte, and there are 200 more in other areas. We have not done any body count yet. This is all done on a quick count, on observation by bare eye. And counting, announcing the number of dead is not really our mandate, but we're preparing for assistance for management of remains.
Gwen,
now, aside from that, yes.
This is hard for us to even wrap our minds around a number that big. What can you compare this natural disaster to that has happened in the United States? Anything?
For now, no, because we have not, we don't have a clear idea yet because we have not been on the ground. Communication with us and our ground people are on and off. It was just like today that we're able to establish a clear communication line with our people on the ground. So as soon as we get more information on the extent of damage, that's the time that we will be able to compare. But this is something that is very serious. It's a combination of a super typhoon, a storm surge, and flooding. So that one made the situation very difficult and challenging for the people.
Absolutely, with the communication down and roads simply washed away, as we're seeing there, and it's so hard to watch all of these children. It's just gut-wrenching, and I know our viewers at home are wondering, Gwen, how can we help? So how can we?
Well, thank you very much for the opportunity. You can help by contributing to this whole effort. We have a donation portal. You can just log on to redcross.org.ph/donate. There, we have listed their options of donations by bank, by online portal, credit card, or YouShare or PayPal. We accept donations in those forms. And thank you so much.
Absolutely. We've got that on the screen there for our viewers. Gwen, thank you so much for your time, and you stay safe out there yourself.
We begin with a Fox News alert. American aid is now on its way to the Philippines. Hello, I'm Greg Jarrett, and welcome to America's News headquarters. Rescue crews sifting through the rubble in search of survivors after a super typhoon battered the tiny Pacific Islands on Friday. And now, the Secretary of Defense, Chuck Hagel, ordering the U.S. Military Pacific Command to help with the search and rescue efforts there. Hundreds are confirmed dead, the death toll expected to rise into the thousands. David Piper following developments, streaming live from Bangkok, Thailand. David?
Hi, Greg. Yes, as was feared, the death toll is mounting in the Philippines. Filipino officials have said they fear that as many as 10,000 people may have died in just one area. Now, Typhoon Haiyan struck the Philippines Friday. It tore through the central part of the country, leaving death and destruction in its wake. This was one of the worst storms to make landfall in recorded history, packing winds of nearly 200 miles per hour. As many as 4 million people have been affected. Much of the relief effort is centering around the town of Tacloban in Leyte province, which was hit by a huge wave caused by a storm surge. Houses, schools and the local airport were smashed by the typhoon. The Philippines Red Cross says perhaps 1,000 people have died there, but eyewitnesses say that figure could increase considerably as many people are missing. The nearby island of Samar has also suffered badly. 300 people are reported dead there, with another 2,000 missing. Hundreds of thousands of people are surviving in the open now in the wake of the storm. The Philippines military is leading the operation to bring food and medical supplies to them, but they are facing difficulties coping with the enormity of the disaster. There has been reports of looting as people struggle to find food. Philippine Interior Secretary Ma Roxas, who viewed the disaster area by helicopter, says the scale of the relief operation now needed is overwhelming. An international effort is now gearing up to help the Philippines. U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says they have made available helicopters, aircraft and search equipment to help the relief effort. Typhoon Haiyan is now bearing down on Vietnam. A massive operation to evacuate the coast there is underway. It's now believed to have changed direction slightly and may make landfall north of the capital, Hanoi. But it is weakening now and hopefully won't cause so much devastation in Vietnam. But Greg, there are reports now of another typhoon which is bearing down on the Philippines. Back to you.
Tough situation there. We'll check back with you. David Piper streaming live from Bangkok. David, thank you. To give you some idea of the strength of this superstorm, nearly 480,000 people in the Philippines have been displaced. Sustained winds reaching 195 miles per hour. Some gusts were as high as 235 miles per hour. Compare that to Hurricane Katrina, which did so much damage. Winds during landfall 125 miles an hour.